The biology and anatomy of the cuttlefish. Imagine you're swimming in the deep, dark ocean. Suddenly, you see a pair of eyes glowing in the distance. As you get closer, the creature vanishes into thin air, leaving behind only a cloud of ink. You just encountered one of the ocean's most fascinating magicians, the cuttlefish. Hey there, ocean explorers. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the cuttlefish, a creature so bizarre and fascinating that it might as well have come from another planet. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of cuttlefish biology, let me tell you a story that'll make your skin crawl, or should I say, change colors. Picture this. A tiny cuttlefish, no bigger than your hand, is floating peacefully in the ocean. Suddenly, a large predator approaches. But instead of fleeing, the cuttlefish does something extraordinary. Its skin begins to ripple and change, transforming into a hypnotic display of flashing lights and patterns. The predator, mesmerized by this alien-like show, doesn't notice as the cuttlefish's tentacles slowly wrap around it. In a flash, the predator becomes the prey, and the cuttlefish enjoys its meal. This isn't science fiction, folks. It's the real-life horror story of the sea, where the cuttlefish reigns as the master of deception. Now that we got your attention, let's dive into the incredible world of the cuttlefish, comparing it to other sea creatures and even our own human biology. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at these underwater aliens the same way again. Anatomy of the cuttlefish. Let's start with the cuttlefish anatomy and physiology. At first glance, you might mistake a cuttlefish for a squid or octopus. They're all cephalopods after all. But cuttlefish are unique in many ways. They have a special internal shell called a cuttlebone, which helps them control their buoyancy. It's like having a built-in scuba tank. Humans have to rely on bulky equipment to dive, but cuttlefish, they're born ready for underwater adventure. One of the most striking features of the cuttlefish is its eyes. Unlike our round human eyes, cuttlefish have W-shaped pupils that give them almost 360-degree vision. Imagine being able to see behind you without turning your head. These eyes are so advanced that they put our human peepers to shame. In fact, a study by Dr. Trevor Wardell at the University of Minnesota found that cuttlefish can see polarized light, which is invisible to humans. It's like they have built-in polarized sunglasses. But the real magic happens on the cuttlefish's skin. Their body is covered in millions of tiny color-changing cells called chromatophores. These cells can expand and contract, allowing the cuttlefish to change color and pattern in the blink of an eye. It's like having a living, breathing TV screen for skin. Humans might get goosebumps when we're cold or scared, but that's nothing compared to the cuttlefish's ability to turn its entire body into a light show. The cuttlefish's evolutionary history. Now, let's talk about the cuttlefish's evolutionary history. These amazing creatures have been around for about 500 million years. That's right. They were swimming in the oceans when our ancestors were still figuring out how to crawl onto land. Over time, cuttlefish have evolved some incredible adaptations. For example, their unique body shape allows them to jet through the water like living torpedoes. It's similar to how penguins have evolved their streamlined bodies for swimming. But cuttlefish take it to a whole new level. The cuttlefish belongs to the family Cypridae, and they have some pretty cool relatives. Octopuses, squids, and nautiluses are all part of the cephalopod clan. But while octopuses are known for their intelligence and squids for their speed, cuttlefish are the masters of the skies. It's like having a family of superheroes, each with their own special power. The cuttlefish reproduction and breeding. When it comes to reproduction and breeding, cuttlefish have some tricks up their tentacles. Male cuttlefish engage in elaborate courtship displays, changing colors and patterns to attract females. It's like an underwater dance club, with males showing off their best moves. But here's where it gets really interesting. Smaller male cuttlefish have been observed disguising themselves as females to sneak past larger, more aggressive males and mate with females. Talk about a clever dating strategy. Dr. Roger Hanlon from the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole, Massachusetts, has spent years studying cuttlefish mating behavior. His research has shown that female cuttlefish can store sperm from multiple males and choose which sperm to use to fertilize their eggs. It's like they have their own internal sperm bank. Where do cuttlefish live? Cuttlefish can be found in oceans all around the world, from shallow coastal waters to depths of up to 600 meters. They're most common in tropical and temperate waters, where they hang out among coral reefs and seagrass beds. Unlike humans, who need special gear to survive underwater, cuttlefish are perfectly adapted to life in the ocean. They can even change the texture of their skin to blend in with rocky or sandy seafloors. It's like having the ultimate camouflage suit. Cuttlefish feeding and hunting. When it comes to feeding and hunting, cuttlefish are like the ninjas of the sea. They use their color-changing abilities to sneak up on prey, then shoot out two long tentacles to grab their victim. These tentacles are lined with suckers that can taste what they touch. Imagine if your fingers could taste food before you ate it. Cuttlefish primarily feed on small fish, crabs, and shrimp. Their beak, hidden at the base of their arms, can easily crack through the shells of their prey. Dr. Chuan-Chin Chiao from the National Tsinghua University in Taiwan has studied how cuttlefish use their tentacles to capture prey. His research shows that cuttlefish can adjust their tentacle strike based on the size and speed of their target. It's like they have a built-in targeting system. Cuttlefish inspiration to science and technology. The cuttlefish's incredible abilities have inspired many technological advancements. Scientists are studying their color-changing skin to develop new types of camouflage for military use. Imagine soldiers with uniforms that could change color to match their surroundings. The cuttlefish's unique eyes have also inspired new camera designs that can see polarized light, which could be useful in everything from improved sunglasses to better cancer detection tools. One fascinating area of research is the cuttlefish's ability to solve puzzles. Dr. Alexandra Schnell from the University of Cambridge has shown that cuttlefish can pass a version of the marshmallow test, a famous experiment used to test self-control in children. The cuttlefish were able to resist eating an immediately available piece of food in favor of a better reward later. This shows a level of cognitive ability that rivals many vertebrates, including some primates. Cuttlefish versus other creatures' biology. Now let's compare the cuttlefish to some other fascinating sea creatures. While the cuttlefish changes color for camouflage and communication, the bioluminescent abilities of deep-sea creatures, like the anglerfish, serve a different purpose. The anglerfish uses its glowing lure to attract prey in the pitch-black depths. It's like the difference between a chameleon and a firefly. The cuttlefish's jet propulsion system is similar to that of jellyfish, but with a twist. While jellyfish pulse their bell-shaped bodies to move, cuttlefish squeeze water through a funnel-like siphon. It's like comparing a pogo stick to a jet ski. When it comes to intelligence, cuttlefish give octopuses a run for their money. Both are known for their problem-solving abilities and can learn from observation. But while octopuses are famous for their ability to open jars and escape from aquariums, cuttlefish are the masters of social deception. They can assess the behavior of other cuttlefish and adjust their own actions accordingly. It's like they're playing a game of underwater poker. Let's not forget about the cuttlefish's defense mechanisms. Like squid and octopuses, they can release a cloud of ink to confuse predators. But cuttlefish ink is special. It contains a compound called sepiapterin, which has anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Scientists are studying this compound for potential medical applications. Imagine if the next breakthrough in antibiotics came from cuttlefish ink. The cuttlebone, that unique internal shell, is another fascinating feature. Unlike our rigid human skeleton, the cuttlebone is porous and gas-filled, allowing the cuttlefish to adjust its buoyancy with remarkable precision. It's like having an internal submarine ballast system. This ability to hover effortlessly in the water column is something that human divers can only dream of achieving without bulky equipment. Dr. Daniel Morse from the University of California, Santa Barbara, has studied the unique properties of the cuttlebone. His research has shown that the microscopic structure of the cuttlebone could inspire new designs for lightweight, strong materials. We might one day see buildings or vehicles using cuttlebone-inspired structures. As we wrap up our journey into the world of the cuttlefish, let's take a moment to appreciate how these creatures challenge our understanding of intelligence and adaptation. They may not have a backbone like us, but their complex behaviors and incredible abilities show that there are many paths to evolutionary success. From their alien-like appearance to their mind-bending camouflage abilities, cuttlefish remind us that the ocean is full of wonders beyond our imagination. They've inspired technology, pushed the boundaries of our understanding of animal cognition, and continue to surprise scientists with their abilities. So the next time you're at the beach or visiting an aquarium, keep an eye out for these amazing creatures. And remember, in the game of survival, the cuttlefish proves that sometimes it's not about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about being the cleverest and most adaptable. In the ever-changing ocean, the cuttlefish reigns supreme as the master of disguise and deception. As we've seen, the world beneath the waves is full of creatures that seem to defy our understanding of biology. From the anglerfish's bioluminescent lure to the jellyfish's pulsing propulsion, from the octopus's problem-solving skills to the cuttlefish's mastery of deception, the ocean is a testament to the incredible diversity of life on our planet. So the next time you look out at the sea, remember that beneath those waves lies a world as alien and fascinating as any science fiction story. And at the heart of it all, changing colors and playing mind games with its prey and predators alike, is the incredible, unbelievable, unforgettable cuttlefish.